Morning, everybody. Shit, I didn't even realize it was this late. I was staring at the chart so much. It wasn't staring at the charts too much. Jesus. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see here. So I got the RTY and the YM doing what? All right. The RTY is rejecting the PriorDay open right now. Well, maybe not. Excuse me. Maybe not. Should take it to the PriorDay close, Jim. Well, of course, it didn't get there. I took this trade right here, got out. Well, I took it on this chart and got out at even. When it ran way up, I had my even. I'm looking at potentially along here in NQ off the 1 minute gold line. The ES is on top of, so let me get this shit straight. Jesus criminy Christmas. So the ES is on top of its red line right here. So hopefully we get some push from both of these. I'm looking at both of them, but I'm looking at this one right here. Back to the prior day close. That's where it should run to. I want it to consolidate. I don't want it to run away yet. It's going to run away, aren't you? You're going to run away without me, aren't you? You fucking piece of shit. Yep, it's going to run away without me. Yep, it's going to run away without me. Maybe it'll consolidate down here. Does anybody see that banger I hit there in gold inside the box? Oh my God. That was a beauty. I'll go over that later. Look at that. It's just not enough room from here to here for me. Not enough room. And that's exactly why, right there. Oh, and there's another one right there. Jesus. If that candle would have just consolidated down here, it would at least given us, I want at least 25 points. If I'm getting in an NQ trade, I want at least 25 points of room before I see resistance. 25 points minimum. And like Jim, my NQ is set up to get 50 points, but I want 25 points minimum to take that trade, to take a trade. So once it got past about here on its rotation up, that's it. There's no room because this shit's going to happen. That shit right there. That stuff right there. And then you'd be sitting there going, oh, I didn't make any money, or I got stopped out, or whatever. Well, that's because you took a trade right into a punch in the face. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? March 5th. Okay. So we don't have any news anymore for the rest of the day. That's good news. No pun intended. That's good news. So I'm going to look for something just like yesterday where all the boxes are checked and we can scream it out loud and everybody can get in and get their $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, whatever it is, and we can call it a day. That's what I'm going to look for. And right now we have, so the situation we have is the RTY is long the red line, but YM is short the red line. ES is long the red line. NQ is long the red line. The problem with NQ is it's got these two major static lines right in front of its face. So that's why we're going to be kind of probably be stuck here for a while with these two instruments. And the reason we're going to kind of be stuck with the RTY and the YM is because they're both on opposite sides of their red lines. So if you guys remember, you know, the trade of the day and all that happy horse shit yesterday happened probably about, I don't remember, 10:45 or something. It was the screenshot to this video where we had a nice, beautiful W pattern off the 5-minute gold line in the NQ with the ES going long. And we just went in and it went right back to the top, to the high of the day. And everybody made their money and everybody got to see me sign off because I have a lot of stuff to do. But see this right here. There's just no sense in getting involved in this. There's a battle here. People trying to keep it down, people trying to bring it up. I wouldn't be taking any longs in the NQ right now, man, unless you like donating money. So here's my box trade in gold. I was a little leery of it because the freaking box was absolutely huge. And not only was the box huge, but in the box we had two static lines. This one right here was the prior day low. Man, I'm telling you what, fuck. I turned my charts on when this was about halfway up from here. What a reaction off the prior day low. Oh my gosh. Even back to here was a couple grand. Oh my God. Just completely missed it. But then we came out of the box and went back in, and I went short right here. And when it came back out of the box again here, I got knocked out. So I was out at this point, probably down about $600 or so. And then it was right at the 5-minute gold line, but it's also, you know, again, I'm under the belief, because we didn't come straight out of the box, that we're going down. And when we bounced off here, I manually added a contract here. The ones that are showing here are the ones I did with this Trade Saver. So I manually entered a contract here, went down, came up, and then I added a second one here. And I exited this one here when it was blowing back up. Then I added another one here, and we got on top of the mid band, did a W, and I exited both contracts here. So this original one and this second one that got added on here, I exited them both right down here. That was my trade in gold. And it was a box trade, and it was beautiful. But so truth be known, while it was coming down, I kept telling myself, first of all, it's doing it slowly. It's not running. I kept telling myself, man, that mid band's probably going to be the ticket, but I'm going to be so freaking pissed at myself if it blows straight through that mid band and comes back down here. So I let it monkey around on that mid band. But once it created this W pattern, I had my stop right here, and you could see that was a good idea. And then the funny part was it came up couple points, couple $1,000, then it came back down and sat on that mid band again, and off it went again. I mean, god dang. I mean, like what the hell? All right, so let me get looking at what's going on here. NQ finally busted through its lines. The ES is pushing long. Let me get over here to NQ. Man, I tell you what, good for you, Edwin, but there's no fucking way I would have been taking longs in the NQ. Good for you, but no way, no way, no way. I did take this one because I had room to get here. I was going to take this one if I had room to get here. But when this shit's going on, man, that's insanity. And I'm just telling you that because I want you to raise your win rate and be more selective. This just because price is jumping around like a pogo stick first thing in the morning doesn't mean you have to get involved. It only takes one good trade a day. Look what we did yesterday. Took $1,000 trade in the NQ at 1050. Now, if $1,000 isn't good enough, then maybe, whatever, but there you go. All right, so now the RTY and the YM are in agreement. That's good news. So what I would like to see is the YM come and test the top of the prior day open and get us along here. And again, one banger like that, man, where it comes and sits on here and goes long, man, we're talking big money. Something simple and easy and clear to see, and you don't have to pray, and you don't have to hope, and you don't have to wish. So I'm looking up at that YM because it's well, hell, it might actually give us that setup. Hold on here. Let's go look at it. Damn, I tell you what, I get the one thing I don't like about having all these charts on one thing is every time I change my ATM, it changes them for all of them. And that's something that I forget. All right, so we're sitting here on the YM. And at the same time, the RTY is right here. The RTY is probably getting a little exhausted. If that's anything to be concerned about, that might be. I mean, this is probably getting a little exhausted. It has not tested yet. It's been running. And remember, everything has to breathe. There's no such thing as a straight line in trading. Everything has to breathe. So I'm hoping it sits right here with the YM. Okay. All right, this might be good. Slingshot a little more. Man, I got just too many freaking charts going on at the same time. Now I can't even see my NQ anymore. Or my ES anymore. Hold on. Where's my ES? There's my ES. Shit. All right, this one's rolling over. This one's rolling over, so I'm not concerned with it right now. Yeah, I'm not concerned with the YM anymore. So let me go back to the NQ. And we got the ES and the NQ sitting on the 1 minute gold line. It's not the first test of the 1 minute gold line on the ES. Probably not for the NQ either. No. I would prefer it to come down here. I'd prefer it to come to the overnight open. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Damn it. All right, come on. Yeah, come to the overnight open. Come on, come to the overnight open. Come on, NQ. Come down to the overnight open. There you go. Come on. Come down to the overnight open. So the ES is out in space now. So it's not going to be helping us. So we need it to find like the 5 minute gold line or something while we're seeking support here in the NQ. Now, if we go back and we look, we'll notice that it didn't test the top of the prior day low, prior day close either. So that may line up with this getting here at the same time this gets down here. That would be nice. Let's try. What's GC doing? GC, 5 minute red line kind of on the GC off of Donchian. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. The thing is still battling to cross the box from one end to the other. It may get there. It just may get there on gold. It's just a sloppy box. Sloppy box. It's too much noise in the middle of the box. I caught half the box with a couple contracts. And I'm telling you, when the box is that big, half the box is pretty profitable. Yeah, but I think you're lucky, Edwin, because that doesn't make any sense. That trade makes no sense. But I mean, whatever. Come on. We need the ES to find support for this to rotate up. See how we didn't take that? Why did we not take that? Because this was in limbo. Does everybody see that? We didn't take this rejection of the prior day open because this was in limbo at the same time. So I'd really like the ES to hit the 5-minute red line there. And gold is still slowly going down. All right, now we have support. Now we have support with the ES. Boy, gold just busted through the bottom of the box. Man, I just didn't have the heart for that. I mean, I would have made $8,000 if I'd have held that trade. I'd have made $8,000, but there's just no damn way. I mean, it was the trade. When it goes back in that box, you're supposed to take it from one end of the box to the other. And it worked. It blew through that box finally. Only took it an hour and 20 minutes. Only took it an hour and 20 minutes. All right, I'm looking at the long here in the NQ. Only took it an hour and 20 minutes. Think about that. Jesus, mother of God. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. ES, you need to keep going too. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We're going to have problems here because we're going into the overnight open. There you go. All right, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. ES, I need you to go. Go, ES, go. Watch the ES. Long as it keeps going, we're going to keep going. Come on. ES it's got some headwinds. We have headwinds. We're in the middle of this overnight open here. There we go. Come on. Go. Oh my God, are you serious? All right, I'm not giving up the bottom of that candle. Yep. I'm not giving up the bottom of that candle. Come on. There's a lot of resistance there, but we're playing it off the prior day close. Okay, keep going. Now go. Don't come get me. Don't come get me. Don't come get me. Okay, all right. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm going to look for a W pattern now. Look for a W pattern. I'm not done. I'm just not going to let it roll completely against me. Now I'm looking for a W pattern. Boy, that ES tried so hard. Got to give the ES a valiant effort symbol. It tried very hard. That's a lot of swing for the ES. That's a lot of effort for the ES right there. I knew it when I got in it, but I wasn't going to let it run away without me. Oh, shit, I got the wrong. God dang it. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. No, cancel. Fuck. See, when I change ATMs, it changes it for everything on my chart. Okay, I'm looking for a W. It would be wonderful if it was north of the overnight open that we get it. That would be absolutely stupendous. Okay. which we're right at the overnight open here. See that? We're right at the overnight open here. And I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Come on. Go, both of you. Don't. God damn it, I can't. Go. Go ES. Go ES. Go NQ. Go. Both of you go. There you go. All right. All right. Come on. Now go. Now go. Now let's go. Why is the NQ not going? It's pretty scary when the ES is going faster than the NQ. Come on. Go. Go. Come on. Everybody run. Let's go. Come on. Everybody run. All right, we're probably going to do a retest here. God dang it. Frustrate me right now. Frustrate me right now, why don't you? Now go. Now go. Now go. There you go. All right. No, you're supposed to go. Oh, my God. Now go. There you go. Come on, let's go through the top. Through the freaking top. Through the top. There you go. Come on, through the top. Everybody. Oh, man, what the hell? Oh, my God. Oh, I got my. All right, well, that sucked. I got out at even here and I lost a little there. That was ridiculous. Should have gone right through the top of the box. I'm gonna wait again. I'm getting frustrated with this. When I put all these on the same screen, my ATMs, if I change one ATM to take an RTY trade or something, it changes it on all of them. Very frustrating. And then what it does is it could put me in a trade, like, for example, on the NQ where my stop's too damn small or too many damn contracts. I got it set for 4 contracts on the RTY. I almost entered that thing with the wrong amount of contracts. That would not been good. All right, I'm going to go back and look at gold for a second. See, look at that gold. I mean, so what it did is it lagged and lagged and lagged, took a Donchian channel, went to the red line, and from the red line, it went straight through the bottom of the box. Man, oh man alive. Jim, were you looking at gold? I mean, that dropped. That dropped like a stone. And see, the trade that I was in was supposed to go from here to here. Okay? So from this candle coming back inside the box to there. That's in essence the trade. You made 34 points on that? Fucking, I wasn't even looking. You know, I'm over here battling this fucking NQ. Look at that. We had a crossover, and I wasn't even looking here. We had a crossover retest of the prior day low in gold right here. Crossover retest right there. God dang. All right, hold on here. Let's go over to the YM for a second. All right, so the YM went to the prior day low, went up, came back down at the same time that the RTY is sitting on the prior day open. So I'm gonna look at this really hard for a potential sloppy. Look at this. So you got one boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna look for a sloppy W pattern because we're both sitting on support at the same time. I know the right pivot is lower than the left pivot. I get all that. The only reason I'm talking about it is because this finally got to support. See, when this was here, it wasn't at support when this was here. So now they're both at support at the same time. So I'm just, you know, it's the whole situation is fastly disappearing, though. I will tell you that. This looks like it wants to hold. This doesn't. Yeah, I'm not. No. So this, you know, see how this is showing that it wants to hold. This blew through that line. And so now they're in conflict. Oh, shit. Where am I here? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. I tell you, Jim, in open space, we should just probably only with GC in open space, we should probably just take 5-minute gold line trades. I swear to God, when it's in open space. So now everything is rolling over. The ES is rolling over off of nothing, which is interesting. Yeah, off of nothing. Where's its prior day low? Oh, way the hell down here. Okay. So the next thing we have is possibly the prior day open in ES. All right. Oh my God. All right, so we've crossed back over the prior day low in gold. So I would like it to create space, come back up. No. Don't just break right up. See, as soon as I start talking, it does the opposite. It's probably gonna go long now. Because it's double top, it's double topped, right? Yeah, see, there it goes. It's gonna go long now. Shit. Forget what I'm saying. All right. So what do we got going on here? Jesus. So we are about to go through the lows in RTY. Do we have anything to find? Well, the low is way the hell down there. Well, I say that. It's 22 points down, 20 points down from where we're at. About 20 points. That's not too bad. Maybe we'll find something when we get to that level. I was going to take it, Jim. I didn't. I'm glad I didn't now. All right, so let's see here. Man, there's just so much shit moving. I'm getting confused. It's all right. We're good. We're all good. We're all good. Excuse me. Good morning, Wayne. Come on. So now gold is at the bottom of the box, which tends to be support when you go back in it and roll over. I may take a stab at that. Oh shit, it's already gone. All right, go. Go. Come on. Don't leave me hanging. Oh shit. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. All right, I'm looking. So what do we got here? All right, let's go. Come on. Come on. There you go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Well, got my money back. Got my money back. All right, let's see here. I'm still sitting here waiting for one of these equities to show me something. We're about to get to the prior day open in the ES. You see that right here. We're getting there. And we have not had a 1 minute gold line to get us there. See, we crossed over. We have not had a 1 minute gold line to get us there, which is very disheartening. Which is very disheartening. I think that's about what I got, JP. I think that's about what I got. But the whole intent of this right now, and again, it's a lot of wishful thinking because of how big the damn box is. But the intent of that box, the intent when it rolls back inside this box and goes off the bottom of the box, you know, that line is to bring it back to minimum the mid-band. Minimum the mid-band. And, you know, but the problem is we got, and I said this earlier, we got the freaking prior day low and the prior day open in the way of the box. And see, the trade's working. If I just kept my stop at even, for example, the trade's working. It's supposed to go. So once you go through the other side, if you go back inside, you're supposed to go from here to the mid-band. That's what's supposed to happen. We have a lot of stuff in the middle in the way. That's the problem with the box today, in my opinion. So ES, you're not really doing me any favors if the place you're going to rotate from is, you know, a point from the open. Really, American Patriot? Huh. That's interesting. I haven't pulled up an oil chart today. I kind of got a late start. Well, and I was hyper focused on the 15-minute range box in gold. I tell you, if I'd have caught that one from here to here, even after this small loss, I can't allow it to go through the bottom of this candle. But when it came back and did it again, that's why I got back in. But if I would have gone from here to the mid band, I mean, damn, that's 10. That's 20. But that'd been about $2,500. It'd have been about a $6,000 day for me in just trading the box in gold. Well, minus the losses. Sorry, that's not correct. Be more like 4,800 to $5,000, something like that. $5,000 maybe. All right, so let me pull this up so we can see what's going on here. We might, for the first time, get a 1-minute gold line set up in the NQ and the ES at the same time. It's a tad late for it, but because it just keeps going down, it just might be worth the attempt. Now, the irony is, if I just took gold from one end of the box to the other, I would have made all that money in one trade instead of sitting here struggling with multiple trades. Look at gold. Oh my God, yeah. It's just beautiful. Oh my God. See, there it goes. It's still climbing from the I know it's crazy. When it came down, notice it reached up to the bottom of the box and came back down. So because that ends up, that box, for those of you who've been watching, but that box, mid-band, just like it got stuck. Look at the mid-band here. Okay, where's the mid-band? Here's the mid-band. We got here. It didn't go to the prior day close. It went to the mid-band, shot up. Came back to the mid-band again, shot up. I mean, that mid-band and these bottom of the box and top of the box lines are very important in gold trading. I mean, it's amazing. Even if you don't trade them, it's nice to recognize them. So for those of you that don't have this indicator, just email me and I'll send it to you. You got to put your own settings in for the length of the lines and the time slot. All right, so we've had a failure here in the in this pattern. We've had a failure in this pattern. You'll see right here, ES rolled up, never hit the gold line, broke down, then rolled back up. So when it breaks down, then goes to the gold line, that's a complete and utter failure of a 1-minute gold line short. Oh, it'll be $79 a gallon here. With the way the government prints money, American Patriot, it will be $79 a gallon. Not long down the road, my friend. See, this is just complete utter failure here. So we got nothing. And this is such a bitch. This stopped. I mean, the trade I was looking for was that rotation to here and then the rotation back. Just frustrating. That is frustrating. I mean, we were so close to having a beautiful setup. Man, gold is just getting sloppy. That 5-minute gold line, man, I'm telling you, that thing is just getting. So we came from. So let's look at this chart, for example, just standard conversational stuff. So you got this pivot down here that rotated to there. Then you got this pivot right here that rotated to here. So we have a problem. Okay, we're now stuck in between. Are we long or are we short? It's still pattern-wise, it's still we're long because this pivot is much higher than this pivot, and we don't know that this is going to swing this way. Look at that. Oh my God. That candle is so big, Jim. I just can't take that trade. I can't take that trade. That candle's too big for me. I mean, I'd have to. Now, if we get a consolidation here, I wouldn't mind it consolidating. I wouldn't mind it consolidating. Now, it didn't die yet. There were some buyers pushing it back up. Yeah, it's not dead yet. If we get an inside candle, I'll roll the dice. Right now, I'm a little leery of the big candles, but there's a lot of money to be made on this trade. If this is the pattern, damn. And there's people battling this fight. They're trying to hold gold north of yesterday's low. That is an inside candle. Damn it. Somebody's coming to see me. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry about that. Sorry. I left my order on. That's how confident I was. I walked away from the screen with my order still on. All right, we've had 2 inside candles, 2 in a row. Now, what I would like it to do is break below there and then run up. But either way, I'm going to take it long out of there. We've had 2 inside candles in a row. Come on. Don't jump me, though. Jesus. Is this going to be 3 inside candles? Oh, my God. We might have 3 inside candles in a row. Now I'm getting nervous. Oh, shit. No, we don't. All right. It jumped me. You see how it blew out of there? Well, I'm not in. I'm not in. All right. So, shit. So NQ has a potential 5-minute red line and a 5-minute gold line at the same time, short. The problem is the ES has not found resistance yet. See that? The ES is still out in limbo, man. I want them to agree. Yeah, I'm looking at that NQ, but it's like I want the RTY to the ES to agree. Man, it's such a good setup. Fuck. This is such a good setup. It really is. God dang it. Yeah, such a good setup. I shouldn't have let it go. Such a good setup, man. I mean, that is, you got the 5-minute gold line and the 5-minute red line at the same time. Such a good setup. I'm sorry. Well, that's a good point, PA. I already fucking know that. Why do you tell me shit I already know? Sorry. $30,000. Holy fucking shit. Sorry. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Carlos. That would be good. I would be excited for that. It gave us a beautiful W pattern yesterday off the 5-minute red line. Maybe we'll get an M pattern. That's a good idea, Carlos. I'm glad you're thinking. And it looks like that looks like what we might be getting. I like the way you're thinking, Carlos. We need to keep you around. I mean, it's just the reverse of the trade we took yesterday about the same freaking time. This is the reverse of the trade we took yesterday about the same time. And Carlos just called it out. This is the exact same trade we took yesterday in the NQ in reverse. Instead, this time for the short side instead of the long side. Excuse me. Jesus. All right, let's go. Could we have 2 days in a row of luck on this trade? Doesn't look like it. Come on. Doesn't look like it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Excuse me. I am telling you, I am struggling with a cold. Oh my God. Seriously, let's go. Ah, shit. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. What is GC? Huh. All right, I'm going to pay attention to this again. Jesus. Sorry. All right, this hold. Need this to hold. I mean, it may have been waiting for this freaking ES to finally hit that 5-minute gold line. Nope. Is it going to rotate up? Huh. Come on. Come on. Sloppy. Go. Both of you, go. 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 Just get there, ES. Just get there. Come on. Just go. Come on. Just go. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there. All right. Jesus Christ. Sorry. All right. So what are we doing here? Once it didn't crash through, I called it a day on that down. Obviously, if it just would have rolled, I mean, the targets would have been down here. I was waiting to get my stop and then move my targets. Because remember, I always manage my stop first, my target second. And that's exactly why. That is exactly why right there. Because what's more important is my stop, not my targets. Because you're either going to get the reaction you wanted, which we got it here, but the rejection of the follow through was the end of it. Oh my God. Let me guess, Jim, you're probably long somewhere around 98.3. There you go, Jess. Man, I'm not looking for base hits. Not to. Again, it's kind of hard for me to do my live trading here because because I'm not necessarily doing what I would do if I was in a prop firm. I'm not looking for base hits. That's why my gold trade this morning made $3,800 because I'm not looking for base hits anymore. And like this trade right here, off this, I mean, the rotation should be, you know, at least at the top of that box. You're talking, you know, $1,800. I'm not looking for base hits. Yeah, red line, you'll slow it down, Jim. There it is. There it goes. You're off that. You're off the top of this, aren't you? I figured you were. Yeah, I screenshotted it and showed it earlier. I don't know when you showed in, but I mean, I just took my standard box trade that I talk about in gold, which, by the way, for those of you paying attention, the damn thing's working. The inside the box, that long there came down, and they did a retest to clean out the stops, but they never went through the bottom of that box. Pay attention to these little tidbits that I'm showing you here. Okay, so watch this. So look at. So they went inside. Here's the bottom of the box. Blew through it. Once they went inside, they sat on top of it. This is the long, but the whole intent is to run it at least to the mid band. So when they came back down, notice they didn't even hit the bottom of the box. They could have touched it, whatever, but still the rotation is minimum to here. And it's still viable. Just like the short I took inside the box from here, even though I got out here, the intent was to bring it to here, and that's what they did. And that's the game they play, you know, when gold is going to be in consolidation. And today is a consolidation day. You can see that. It's just going up and down and going up and down, and it ain't going anywhere. And it's those little things like that where you can identify bigger picture areas of where they're trapping people and swinging it the other way. Trapping people and swinging it the other way. See that? Both times they took it out of the box, they brought it in and ran it down. I mean, they ran it down. Now they put it inside the box. Now they're going to run it back up. I mean, it's grand theft. It's stealing. It's just stealing. I mean, it's total stealing. I barely have the nerve to do it from here to here. My goal in life is to have the nerve to go from here to here and then wait for it to go here and go and have the nerve to go from here to here. That's my goal in life. But Jim's in this trade right here. Right here. He took this crossover, sat on top of the 5-minute gold line long. That's what he's in right now. I don't know what his target is. His target's probably the prior day open, but that's the trade he's in right now. And it's probably going to go there. So what they did, see these pivots here on the left? They broke them on this rotation, which is a good sign for Jim. So now they just got to keep rotating up. Anyways, that's so you get where I mean, Jess, I'm not, again, because I don't have to worry about the drawdown or anything like that. I'm not worried about prop firm drawdowns and shit like that. I'm now more looking at, okay, like if I was paying attention, I was in the NQ stuff. But if I was in this trade like Jim, which is from here, 98, I'd be at least looking to go to here. instead of, getting, $300 here or whatever. Five-minute gold line trade. Which one? Which one? Because there's multiple. Oh, you talking about the one that Jim's in? You talking about the one that Jim's in? Which, by the way, he's still waiting to get here. Now, Jim's probably in this 3 to 5 contracts. So he's looking for probably somewhere along the lines of, and now he's got his stop at above break even because he's below. Now he's got this pivot here. So he's probably looking for somewhere in the tune of, 5 to, 3,500 to $6,000, somewhere in there. There it is. And there it goes. And by the way, this is the same trade that he and I both took. Like the days go by, guys. I'm sorry. But he and I both took this trade a couple days ago. There it is. Boom. He just got his money. How much money did you make, Jim? Or are you going to the mid-band? Because I talked about the mid-band. Because I told you the minimum they're trying to run this thing is from here to here. When they went inside this box and they went up, minimum they're trying to bring it to that mid-band. When they go back inside the box. That's it. Yeah, I love it, Jim. Yeah, I was fucking around with the NQ. Of course, if I'd have caught that NQ trade right, if it had done if it did what it did yesterday, it would have, it would have made a lot of money because the rotation on that one in the NQ, the rotation on that one is a long ways. Oh, where am I here? Oh my. Okay, it's going to that mid-band. It's going to that mid-band I talked about right here. So the trade, the swing traders, this is the trade they took. That trade this box. They took this trade from here to here. The swing traders took this trade from here to here. You have two running? Okay. Well, hopefully it sits on top of that prior day open and runs up from there. That would be nice. The ES rejected the 5-minute red line there. I didn't even see that. Right there. Oh, boy. That's not good. In gold. Oh, I didn't answer your question, Lunatic. I'm sorry. I didn't answer your question. Let me go back to that. Sorry. Jesus, I'm just half brain dead. So... You don't do this. You don't do this in the morning. Well, it is morning now, but you don't do this trade when it's, when the market's still cycling and moving like a wild man. But when it slows down, this is your rotation down. Your last rotation down was right here. Your push down, okay, from your 5-minute gold line. See that rotation down right there? From your 5-minute gold line. That was your rejection of your 5-minute gold line. When it crossed over and broke that last rotation down and then came and sat on top of the 5-minute gold line again, there's your entry. Right there. That's it. But you got to take the last swing break to the downside off that 5-minute gold line and wait for price to break it come back and sit on top of it. And have space. See how you have space right here? Sat on top of it, and then you run it up. Anyways, that's the concept. And that should be, and what that should be is minimum a rotation to your red line. Minimum a rotation to your red line. If you've got room. If these are all still in consolidation, you don't want to deal with that. Okay? Because you got too many conflicting things. You if you listen to what I said earlier, Lunatic, I said the 5-minute gold line in space. It needs to be in space. Okay, it needs to be in space. So like this is in space. That was that rotation. Came up again. That was that rotation. Came up again. That was that rotation. So it was battling to do this trade. Okay. But you had to wait until it got broken and then boom, there's your rotation. But that 5-minute gold line, right there it is in space. Boom, there it is. There it is. There it is. And then rotates over and it does it. This is normally the one Jim and I both took a couple days ago. It was wonderful because when it crossed over and sat on that 5-minute gold line, it literally, this candle right here was huge, just a huge green candle straight through the pivot to the left. Anyways, that's the trade. Man, they missed the mid band right here by how much? By one tick? No, it's gotta be. Oh, wait, there's the mid band. 40 by 5 ticks. Wow. 5 ticks, they missed the mid band. Well, that's a bitch. That's a bitch. But that there's it's just something that, you know, again, it's about looking at the charts, Lunatic. I mean, it's about looking at the charts. You guys don't realize this, but I look at the charts all the time. And if there's a certain scenario, you know, rinse, wash, repeat, then I start trading that until it proves me wrong. And this is the one right here where it rotates, breaks those pivots, and sits on that 5-minute gold line. Later in the day, it'll rotate. And that rotation here is, you know, probably about, I mean, from here to here is $1,200 at least. So now we're sitting at the prior day low again. And that's a pretty deliberate move to the prior day low. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't talk about a lot of these things because they're not the things that you need to do to pass a prop firm account. You need to stick with you need to stick with the stuff that Jess was talking about, those base hits, because, your rotation of your 1-minute gold line, your rotation of your 5-minute red line, your static line rotation, where everybody agrees and da 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 da. That's what you need to stick to, in my opinion. All right, so we have an inside candle here, Jim. See that? It's an inside candle to this one off the prior day low. Man, I would love for this freaking thing to get off its high horse and start going long. Man, we are below the prior day low. We are not below the prior day low in the RTY, so maybe that'll become support. Here's the RTY prior day low. We're already below it here in the YM. Shit. We got a ways to go, a long ways to go in the NQ. I don't think we're going to see that. If we see that, then something really bad's happening. 79.35 a barrel. Must be something going on, Patriot. Must be something going on in this war shit going on. Must be something going on. Of course, you know, think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Think about what I'm about to say. Pick up what I'm laying down. All right. You know, don't ever let a good crisis go to waste. Who has the most to benefit from oil going up? Who has the most to benefit? And how hard and how much money does it actually cost to drive oil futures up? Not really that much money compared to what you're getting when you sell the shit. So, you know, got a crisis going on in the Middle East, and, you know, maybe there's a little bit of Saudi money pushing oil up. Hell, maybe even Exxon and Sunoco and the Saudis are helping oil go up. You never know. You just never know. You know, they're spending the money over here to drive it up, and then over here they're selling their barrels. There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of barrels they're pulling out of the ground a day for $20 a barrel more. It's a Christmas miracle. I know, folks, I'm a conspiracy theorist. No, I'm a realist. Easiest way to make more money? Manipulate the market that controls your money. Come on. Come on. No. Manipulate the market that controls your money. God, is it going to do the same thing it did earlier? Come on. I need you to go up. Come on. Come on. Go. There you go. No. What? Oh, fuck. Good job, Gene. Excellent. What the hell? We'll see what you're talking about. Oh, you took that collapse there. Oh, my God. How did I miss this? Oh my freaking God. Somebody should have been telling me this was happening. Gene, did you get that? That's the real trade right there. Fuck, I missed that. Gene, did you get this? I'm guessing not since you're typing me. This was the trade of the day right here. Inside candle off the prior day open. Wham! Oh my God, I didn't even see that one setting up. Because I had the problem is I had the ES chart sitting down here for reference instead of up here where I can see. Oh my God, what a fuck. Good job, Gene. It should rotate up more than this. Of course, I can't see the NQ. Oh, the NQ is kind of stuck at a 1 minute gold line. Maybe I'll get a W pattern. Maybe I'll get a W pattern and I can get in. Fuck. That's ridiculous. Give me a W pattern. Come on, ES. Be my friend. Come on, buddy. Come on, be my friend. Of course, for those of you in it, I hope it doesn't do the W pattern. I hope it just runs up, but at least maybe give me a chance. This inside candle right here. Oh my God. Fart. What a beautiful setup. I mean, that's a big candle for the ES. that shows you all the people lined up to make some money off that move. I mean, that shows you right there. Holy cow. That's a big candle for the ES. That is a big candle. A W in gold. Jim, I can't pay attention all the time. Holy shit. What am I looking at here? Oh, shit. Yep. Look at that. God dang it. All right, I'm gonna go back to this ES and see if I can see something. Okay, come on back now. Test this bottom and let's rotate. Come on. Oh. Yeah, right now, Jim, what's happening with gold is it's those static lines are now starting to trade, and it's getting freaking frustrating. Because they're in the middle of everything. All right. Here we go. Come on. Give me opportunity number 2, please. Nothing would make me happier than being in a nice ES trade to the long side off the prior day open. I mean, that would be a beautiful setup, beautiful scenario. That is possible, Gene. You're right. Of course, that's way the hell down. Sorry. That's way the hell down there. Way the hell down there. The NQ is not helping me out with this setup at all. Full disclosure, but I'm willing to take the risk. All right, come on. Get me in and let me get to even first. Let me get to even first. Then I'm going to grab my target. Come on. Let me get to even. Go up. I'm going to do this. Let me just get this out of the way. This is kind of close. No. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. The NQ is not helping at all. So I'm fully counting on the ES right here to show me the light. Oh, Jesus. Nope. Wow, that was dirty. People quit freaking messaging me. Okay, we've got an inside candle to the left in the ES. Never did break that pivot to the bottom. I'm frustrated now. Of course, it came and took me out. Of course, it did that. Come on. Okay, there we go. Come on. Now go. Excuse me. Jesus. I'm going to have to get rid of this freaking frog in my throat. I swear to God. Come on. This is the pivot to my left. See that over there? We got to break that. Got to break that before it rolls back. Damn it. God dang it. That's not good. That's not good. Did not break that pivot. I'm going to defend the bottom of my candle. That is not good. Come on. That is not good. Yep. Fucking A. It never broke that pivot right there. Not good. That's funny, lunatic. That's funny. This pattern right here has to break this pivot before it does a pullback, or we're shit out of luck, man. What's not helping the ES is the NQ, because the NQ is in substantial down position. Yeah, that pivot right there is so, especially since we came from a lower, keep this in mind too, especially since we came from a lower low on this rotation, it has to break this freaking pivot. Now, I think it's going up here because the NQ is now going long. So the ES is probably going to go long. The NQ is now rotating long. So the ES is probably going to go long. Good morning, KMC, or almost afternoon. Well, I guess afternoon some places. So now it's so what we have here is we are stuck here and here because nothing has broken from one direction or the other. And the NQ has the exact same situation going on. I mean, the candles are exactly the same. The way their last two rotations happened from the low and from the high, it's stuck also. Let me just see what gold is doing over here. Holy cow. So gold came and tested the prior day low and ran down. Well, really nice. Isn't that nice? Look at that. And then it gave a 1 minute gold line right here, broke this pivot to the left, rotated up into the 1 minute gold line, two candles, and then wham! Holy shit. Now there's some nice setups over there. Now, see, here's the sad part. If I had defended my pivot with this entry, I'd still be in it. But, I mean, hindsight is always 2010. You know what I mean? Hindsight is always 2010. So I'm not upset about that. I'm just stating a fact. People keep yelling about oil. What's the deal with oil? Let me look here. Holy cow. Look at that 5-minute redlining oil. Holy cow. Patriot, did you get that one? Are you still here? Look at that 5-minute gold. Look at that 5-minute red line in oil at 11 o'clock. Wow. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, you got it since the open? Right here? When it did it here? Got it. Yeah. Because it did it here also. It just did a beautiful V pattern one right here at 11 o'clock. Those are the best ones, the V patterns, where it just, you can tell they're reaching. They're reaching. They're cleaning out stops and they're reaching for support. And once they reach support, it's reversal time. Those are the best ones. The V shape. You can see the V. That's what you can't get a more deliberate, smooth pullback than that. Right there. Hits that red line, wham. Those of you who don't think that red line means something, you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. That was beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful. Holy crap. I don't remember what instrument I had on here. I think I had the ES. Yeah, the ES. Okay. The ES is still trying to go long off the prior day open. It's still trying. I mean, it's holding. Yeah. That is true, Gene. You stop trading at 9 a.m. Is that Eastern Standard Time, or I don't know what zone you're in. Look at that. Look at it. It's still chugging. That rotation is still chugging. All right, there. Finally, it broke that down, this down pivot from this up pivot. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the problem that happened in here was because this pivot was broken here. Made it for a very sloppy W. I said that even when we were getting ready to take it. I said, this is going to be a sloppy W because we broke that pivot. It's not my favorite scenario. My favorite scenario is like this M pattern. Up, down, up, down. And this down is from a lower high. That M pattern right there versus this W where we had a lower low off this static line. But I give the static lines more leverage. Anyways, there goes that rotation. Oh, well. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down because I have a contract to work on with a customer today to build them a house up in the mountains of North Carolina. And I got a lot of moving parts on this contract. So I got to have this thing working, not looking at charts. Oh my God, David. I wouldn't be dude. I wouldn't be trading the NQ if I had a PA, man. I've said that. I wouldn't be trading it. I wouldn't trade the NQ with a PA. No way, man. That's playing with fire. I wouldn't trade gold, even if they allow you to start trading gold again. I wouldn't trade gold. I wouldn't trade the NQ. It's like lightning in a bottle right there. All right, guys, I'm going to shut down. Okay. I got you. Wrong chart. Yeah. Look at me. I'm over here with all these indicators. And so, like here, I'm on the ES, but I don't have my ES thing even up here. If I manually take a trade, it's like, I don't like this part right here. And I almost really screwed that up today. That when I change this to whatever instrument I'm getting ready to trade, like say the ES, and then I swap over and I go to the NQ, well, it'll say ES entry on my ATM strategy. It does not stick with this. And I get, because some of these trades I don't use my trade saver. If it's an instrument that I think I'm going to get jumped in, I try to manually trade it versus trade saver. Because trade saver I get jumped more often because it has to indicate that price has gone through it, then throw the order on the chart. Well, that's slower than me having the order already on the chart. Does that make sense? All right, folks. I'll talk to you later. Bye.